Now, the last letter of my Pelican, N, is about negative emotions. So we've just been saying focus on the good things. But what about negative emotions? Because we all experience certain amounts of negative emotions. We often have a pet negative emotion, and it might be anger and frustration, or it might be worry, or it might be guilt or jealousy or whatever. And surely these are natural things, aren't they? And the answer is, yes, they are natural things. But what we must make sure we don't do is we mustn't wallow in our favourite negative emotion. We mustn't stoke the flames of anger or of jealousy or whatever. And quite often we do that. Quite often, in fact, I would say always, we are choosing our negative emotions. So if you get angry, you've actually chosen to get angry. Now, maybe first of all, it just flowed up without you realising, but you chose whether to go, yeah, I am going to get angry, or whether to say, actually, I'm not going to bother to get angry because it's not worth it. So why would we choose a negative emotion that's just going to make us feel bad? And the answer is, we think we're going to get a result from it, a benefit. So we think that anger is going to make us stronger. We think that jealousy is going to get us what the other person has. We think that worry is somehow going to make the event go better in the future. We think that guilt is going to somehow make us a better person. But actually, when you start thinking about the perceived payoffs of these negative emotions, they're always false. And once you realise that the results are false, you can then decide to not choose that negative emotion. Once you realise that anger doesn't make you stronger, you can just think, I'm not going to get angry, there's no point. I feel it welling up, but I'm going to push it away, or perhaps I'm going to indulge it for 10 seconds, and I'm going to go, oh, that person just pulled out in front of me on the road, but that's it, I'm not going to get angry, there's no point. And if you feel that twinge of jealousy, of envy, just think, being jealous of them is not going to get me what they've got, so I'm just not going to do that. And when you start to worry, just think, worrying is not actually going to help. I'm going to do some planning and take some action instead. I'm not just going to sit here and worry because there's no point. It's actually not going to give me a better result. So whatever your pet negative emotion is, once you realise that the result you think you're going to get is actually not going to happen, you can then not choose it. So push those negative emotions out of your world. Don't give them house room because they're not going to give you any benefits in the end. So that is the positive Pelican. I hope you found it useful. Goodbye from me.